Welcome to the Don't Get Fooled Show with Big Weird Age College Football Week 1. Let's go, Ace. All right, boys and girls, college football is back, and Big Ree and Ace are back for our 10th year on YouTube. Cannot believe it, Big Ree. 10-year anniversary. It's going to be a juicy season as always. I am so pumped. Football is here for the next 5.5 months, so cannot wait. Big Ree, welcome everybody that's new to the channel. Welcome back all the subscribers of the DGF show. Thank you guys very much. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Hit the like button. Definitely. Comment below and provide any feedback, any thoughts. Cannot wait, Big Ree. We are here again. Football season. Cannot wait.
For sure. Make sure to get your merch. It's right below, right there. Nothing like wearing that DGF shirt.
Hit the link, get the merch, and support the channel, Big Ree. And college football is back, Big Ree. Last year we ended the season with Ohio State winning the national championship. That was great. That was a great game. I think they won 34-23 versus Notre Dame. I mean, they were blowing them out early on. Notre Dame made it interesting. I think they got it within like 8. And but Ohio State, congrats to Buckeye Nation, and so they won. And let's get into the new season, Big Ree.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
I think you mentioned this to me. Texas is ranked number 1, but they're actually underdog in week 1. Week 1 versus Ohio State. We got Penn State coming out at number 2. I don't know about that. Ohio State is number 3, actually. Then we got Clemson number 4. Clemson's number 4, Big Ree?
Yeah. How do you feel? How do you feel about 2 and 4?
I don't. First of all, I don't.
I
trust
think Dabo
Clemson.
deserves some BOD. He deserves some credit.
I never trust their schedule. And I think they have talent. I think they're getting through with talent and a weak schedule, but not really trusting Clemson. I think number 4 is too high. Penn State's always a good team, but they've never shown that they can actually, get to the promised land and do something. Sure. I mean, they completely blew the college football playoffs last year.
The next even team too.
Yeah, and then we got Georgia, who's number 5, which I think that's probably about right. I think they're gonna have a real good year. They're gonna have a revenge tour. Notre Dame at 6. Notre Dame at 6. Obviously, they got the running back, Love coming back.
Mean, obviously, they had a big year. They went to the championship. So.
This is solely based on making the championship.
Yeah, of course it is.
And I think they're gonna regress. I don't think they make the college football playoffs this year. So I don't think they make the playoffs. Teams. I don't think they make the playoffs. I'll make that clear. Notre Dame ain't making the playoffs this year. Oregon number 7, nice little,
That's where they belong.
I think they're gonna.
That's definitely where they belong.
I think they can. They always have a lot of talent. I like Oregon. Alabama coming out at number 8. Big Ree, what do you think this year for Kalen DeBoer in year 2?
This is he's got to step it up. I mean, obviously Nick Saban's gone, but here's your chance now. You got 12-team playoff. You better make that playoff.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're getting the boot.
Yeah, I mean, Kalen DeBoer. Honestly, it was a complete fluke last year, and I don't trust the guy anyways, to be honest. But if they mess up this year, they're gonna lose their they're gonna standing as one of these top tier programs everybody wants to go to. So it's a big year for Alabama, huge year. LSU number 9. I like LSU this year. Garrett Nussmeier.
Yeah,
I think these guys are interesting.
All right.
And then rounding up the top 10, Miami should not be in the top 10. I want to make that clear. Miami, another school that gets hyped. They should not be in the top 10.
You know what the best thing is? Miami and Notre Dame play each other week 1.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Do they really? That's on a Sunday. Is that a Sunday game?
I think so, yeah.
Wow. Interesting. So one of those guys is gonna lose, and I didn't even know that, but yeah, I'm not.
You hate like every even team.
I'm not buying.
Besides Oregon, Alabama.
Yeah, Clemson number 4, Notre Dame number 6, Alabama 8, and Miami 10.
And Penn State.
Yeah, and Penn State number 2. I mean, I used to be a Penn State fan, but honestly, this guy Franklin, Coach Franklin, this guy just drops the ball. After last year in the playoffs, They completely blew that game, and that was all coaching. Complete dropped the ball. So, trying to say anybody interesting in the top 25. Arizona State, interesting team from last year.
I mean, I gotta bring this to your attention. I think this is the first time because we're USC fans. They're not in it in a while, bro.
Yeah, I think the public and everything is spoken on Lincoln Riley, right? Like nobody trusts Lincoln Riley. I think that's what it goes down to. I mean, they got talent over there, but who trusts Lincoln Riley?
Yeah,
And it's pretty interesting. Yeah, you don't really rarely see USC outside of the top 25.
Michigan's pretty low.
Michigan, but they got a lot of scandal going on right now.
Yeah, SMU.
SMU is interesting. They're returning their
Yeah.
QB from last year, but they
Yeah.
lost some other position
Ole Miss will
players.
be an interesting play.
Yeah. What do you think about number 13 South Carolina? They got the Heisman candidate Sellers. I don't know if I'm buying South Carolina. Are you?
I mean, I don't know. I'd say Illinois is slightly over South Carolina. They're one above. So yeah, that's right. Just right.
Illinois had a good year last year. Kansas State's always Oklahoma number 18. I think they could make some news. Some noise. I mean, they can make some noise and news. With the transfer QB they got there, I think it's Mateer. I think they're interesting. The transfer from Washington State.
Yeah.
So I think Oklahoma is interesting. Texas A&M is always interesting. I like the QB there, Marcel Reed.
Yeah.
Indiana dropped to 20 after making the college football playoffs. Big Reed, what does that tell you?
Yeah, I mean, one-hit wonder.
Yeah, I think people are going to scheme around them. I think they won a lot of close games last year, not buying them. And Iowa State, always pretty good. Texas Tech, Tennessee, they'd lost their QB,
Yeah.
to UCLA. And then Boise State, top 25, rounding out the top 25. So it should be, I mean, obviously too early to say much with these rankings because there's, the transfer portals completely changed college football now. And so you got to give it, I would say, a good 3-4 weeks before you kind of get a feel of who's the real deal or who's overhyped or underhyped. And so, but doesn't matter. College football is back, and we are excited. Let's get into the BS segment. Actually, before we get into the BS segment, I forgot. Let's quickly get into some notable players that are projected top 10 QBs. We got Drew Aller from Penn State, top 10. Projected. Cade Klubnik from Clemson. I'm not even going to comment on him, Big Reed. We got the QB from South Carolina, Sellers, as a top 10 pick. And then we got the QB from Arizona State, Sam Levitt. What do you think about these guys? Are any of these guys legit or overhyped?
What do you think about Arch?
Oh, Arch is another biggest hype. Number one Heisman favorite. I think he's going to be good, but I think he's getting a lot of hype. And at this point, I don't want to say that he's a bust or he's not going to live it up. I just want to see what he's going to do. I mean, it's not like he was not super impressive when he played last year. And so when he was replacing Ewers, so let's see what he does. But everybody wants to hype up the Manning name, just like people want to hype up Notre Dame. But, I'm not buying it just yet.
Okay.
But, when you got that last name, there's going to come with a lot of hype. So we'll see what happens. Heisman, I want to throw out some value picks on the Heisman candidates. Look, Heisman, it's tough. Arch Manning, let me make this clear. Arch Manning, who's the favorite for the Heisman, plus 600, is not going to win the Heisman. I'm going to make that clear as day. Do not put $1 on Arch Manning to win the Heisman Trophy winner. Save your money. And if you just really want to throw away money, we'll, DM us. We'll send you our Zelle and Venmo, and you can just send it to me and Big Reed because Arch Manning is not winning. Or the number 2 favorite, Sellers, plus 950 from South Carolina. None of those guys are winning the Heisman. I'm going to make that clear. Do not put $1 on those 2 guys. Value picks there. I think the LSU QB, Garrett Nussmeier, plus 1,000. I think there's value there. I think they're going to be pretty good. I think they'll make the playoffs, and I think 10-1. I think he's going to put up some good numbers.
Yeah.
There's some value at 10-1 there. And then as a high value, just, obviously long shot, if they can put together a good record, Texas A&M QB Marcel Reed, 50-1. I think he's interesting. Their schedule is kind of soft. I think he's going to put up good numbers last year. I think he's going to improve this year. I think there's value there for at 50 to 1. There's value at Marcel Reed for Texas A&M. Even if you want to throw $100 there, 100 to win 5K. There's definitely value. Futures are always tricky in college football, and you never get the value. Now with the expanded playoffs, there's some value there. I think Texas is going to be pretty good. So at 6 to 1, I think there's value. They should be a top 5 team unless Manning just completely stinks. But 6 to 1 is decent. Oklahoma, I think they have a chance to make the playoffs. So when you have a chance to make the playoffs, anything can happen. 40 to 1. Big Ree, what do you think about that, Oklahoma?
Yeah, maybe just put a flyer like $50.
Yeah, if you want to put a flyer on them, and I think 40 to 1, I think they have a good shot to make the playoffs. So, and then high, just a real, long shot. If you're like, hey, Ace, give me some 100 to 1 odds. SMU made the playoffs last year. They are returning their QB. They lost their top running back and receiver, but they are returning some other players. They played well. I think they had a really bad first half in that playoff game. Just a horrible first half and didn't give them any chance. But SMU 100 to 1 if you want to just throw a flyer on there, but it's going to be tough with all these other big names. But if you want something, I'm giving it to you, but long shots. And then here's some interesting bets they got for futures just to make the college football playoffs, Big Ree.
Yeah.
You got LSU plus 110. Not bad. Just to make the playoffs. I think that's not bad value. And then Georgia minus 260 to make the playoffs. I think that's just free money right there.
Yeah.
I mean, free money. You put 260, you win $100.
Yeah.
That's, put $500, that's $200. Put that in right now, and then that $200, that's going to get you a nice pair of shoes.
Yeah.
So I think there's value in LSU plus 110 to make the playoffs, the college football playoffs, and Georgia minus 260. All right, Big Ree, let's get into the BS segment of the show. It's been, a long 6 months since football's ended. What's been going on? What's new? Any thoughts? Anything? What's the deal?
Yeah, I mean, weather's been pretty good here in LA. Hasn't got hot. Not
until today.
Yeah.
Until today, I was looking at the temperature, 98 degrees.
Big 100 tomorrow.
Is it supposed to be 100?
Yeah, I'm so happy.
Ooh, you're happy about that? Why is that?
The heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Okay, well, I know I enjoy the heat, but I didn't know that you were big on the heat like that. Supposedly, it's supposed to be like for the next week, it's going to be 95 plus, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's fine.
Okay, that no problem with that. But yeah, so the weather has been pretty calm overall, moderate throughout the summer, but now it's heating up, so summer is good. Me and Javi actually just 2 days ago, there's some new burger spot, opening up. They were giving free vanilla or chocolate cones.
Oh, okay.
Just walk in and just grab a free cone. And so me and Javi, went over there. We drove there. We're like, hey, if the line is too long, we're not waiting. We're not waiting 30 minutes to get a free $3 cone or $2 cone. What's the going rate for a cone? Me and Javi were discussing that on the way there. What's the going rate for a cone nowadays? Just like a vanilla, chocolate, or mixed cone.
Is it soft serve?
Just soft serve cone. What's the going rate?
$3 to $5.
$5?
It's gotta be. And this place is like a burger place. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, generally back in the day, you're paying about $1.50, right? For a burger. Yeah, but now, I mean, so you're saying close to like $3-4
between $3 and $5. Yeah, that's a
pretty tax, Big Ree.
And that's on the cheap end. Like you go on the fancy stores, like it's gonna be you're looking at $8.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I'm just telling you the truth.
Yeah, but it was not bad. It was not bad. We got in there. We were in and out in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you were gonna pick vanilla, chocolate, or a mix swirl, you're taking the mix?
Yeah, I want both.
Okay, what do you think Javi got?
Javi got vanilla.
Okay, you're right. Javi did get vanilla. Cone or cup? Did he get a cone or a cup, Big Ree? What do you think? Holy crap! How did you get that? Big Ree, Javi got a vanilla in a cup. That's pretty good. Now, let's see. Let's go. So you're 2 for 2 on Javi. You got the flavor and you got the cup. Now, for Ace, what did I get?
Swirl?
No, I got vanilla as well. Cone or cup?
You got the cone.
For sure. Big Ree knows. I'm a cone guy. Like, when I get ice cream, there'll be times I've got cups, it's just more convenient. But when it's hot out there and I'm willing to, like, it's not just a grab and go, I'm getting a cup. I mean, I'm getting a cone and I'm getting a sugar cone. And if I'm really like I just want to go big on the ice cream, I'm getting a waffle cone with a double scoop.
Yeah.
I'm getting that big waffle cone, freshly made double scoop. But yeah, so that was good. They hooked us up. We got the free cone. Um, but other than that, I mean, summer's been good. We haven't hit up, me and Hobby were talking about we haven't hit up Wingstop in a minute, Big Ree.
Yeah, I was checking the other one close to us if it's still good, and it's not. I don't think it's good anymore.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
one,
some Wingstops are hit and miss, but
yeah,
I mean, I was looking at the Wingstop menu. They got this Mexican Mexican corn
yeah,
flavor. It just sounds kind of interesting. I would like
yeah,
to try it. So
yeah.
I don't know. Gotta hit up Wingstop. Anything else on your list?
Big Al's,
Big Al's Pizzeria up in. They have two locations now. I think
yeah,
one,
OC,
in border of OCLA and then one in LA.
yeah.
And we haven't been there. When's the last time we've been to Big
It's
Al's?
legit probably been 2 years.
Holy crap. Yeah, I think you're right. I can't even remember it's been that long. It just prices just started getting a little bit high. Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
that's what it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but Cardi B owns the LA location.
Okay, so I somebody said that. Is that true or not?
The
Is that
source that
fact?
said it is pretty true. It's pretty reliable.
Really? Cardi
Yeah,
B?
yeah, I said it. He's pretty reliable.
I'll be honest, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that at all. I heard back in the day that Cardi B went there and she posted that, oh, some of the best pizza in LA and she always goes.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's one thing to, like, it's one thing to like a place, and it's a second thing to become a owner of the pizza place. I mean, are you buying that really,
I
Big
don't
Ray?
know.
It's almost like me back in the day. Everybody knows me. I'm a big ice cream fan. Everybody knows that. And then I was like, oh, my go-to ice cream is Baskin Robbins. Keep it simple. Can never go wrong with Baskin Robbins. Whether you're getting ice cream or you're getting a blast or smoothie, milkshake, always good. I was like, oh crap, this Baskin Robbins is for sale. Let me buy this Baskin Robbins. No jokes, it's a true story. This has to be like 12 years ago. I was like, oh crap, let me just buy this Baskin Robbins. I could buy this Baskin Robbins, I come in and get free ice cream anytime I want. Right? I'll just literally walk in. Then I said, Ace, what are you talking about? How often do you go to Baskin Robbins? Maybe twice a week at that time. Now it's like, now I have to cut it down once a month, maybe twice a month at most. But at that time, say twice a week, 52 weeks out of the year, 104 trips. You're spending maybe $10, right? Maybe $10 at that time,
Yeah,
every trip so I was like, okay, 10 times 104, it's $1,000. I can spend $1,000 a year and get all the ice cream I want, or I could spend 100,000 plus to buy a store. And then I quickly just made sense. I was like, it doesn't
yeah,
make any sense to go buy a Baskin Robbins. But I don't know. We have to do some research on the Cardi B. DM her, just hit her
yeah,
up. Be like, hey Cardi, what's up? Do you own Big Al's?
yeah,
Maybe she'll respond. I mean, you're Big Ree. She
yeah,
probably will respond to you. Make it clear this is Big Ree, and she might respond to
yeah.
you. Um, I wanted to ask you a question, Big Ree, kind of off topic, but when you go to the grocery store, and I don't know how often you do
Okay.
go to the grocery store, so I'm not sure. Are you like a guy that just orders online now?
No,
What's
no,
the current
I
life?
like to go to the store.
Okay, got it. So when you go to the grocery store, if somebody is behind you with one or two items, do you just let them automatically go ahead of you? Is it what are your thoughts on that? Is it courtesy to just say, "Hey, you
It
can go
depends
ahead
how
of me."
many items I have.
Let's say you have 10 plus.
Yeah, I'll let them go ahead of me.
Okay. But is that like a for sure?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, I was just curious. Like, that happened to me recently, and this lady had a crap load of items, like a whole cart full,
Yeah,
and I literally had one item,
yeah,
just a jug of milk. That's it. And this lady didn't let me go ahead, and she saw me clearly, and it and there's no like it's like an unwritten rule, right? Like you don't have to let this person go ahead. You've been waiting in line too. But it kind of, I was just like, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like, what are you doing? Like, she clearly saw that I had one and like could have easily let me go and just didn't want to for whatever reason. I don't know, just rubbed me the wrong way, and I just wanted to know your thoughts. Like general courtesies, you just someone behind you has one or two items,
Everyone's different. I mean, some
but
people are just like, okay, I'm gonna do it.
yeah, but is there like an unwritten rule here? I mean,
No,
is it for
I don't think so.
okay, comment below, guys. I want to know, like, are most people just letting people go ahead? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, if somebody's behind you, I just want to know the general thought, right? Like, there's different spectrum of people, but like, if you have a decent sized grocery cart, or and someone has you one or two items, do you most of the time let them go? Is that courtesy? I just want to know your thoughts. Um, and we're gonna try to do a new segment this year, boys and girls. So if you guys have a question for Big Ree and Ace, anything, any type of question, comment below, and we will go ahead and during the episode the following week, we're gonna pick one question and answer it on air. So this will be for college football. So if you guys have a question, anything, just comment and we'll pick one of the questions and answer it.
Yeah.
Okay. And give you a shout out. All right, Big Ree. I know before we get into the picks, there's a new league we're starting this year, Big Ree.
Yeah. Fantasy football league, we got it. Was only 4 spots left. If you want to join, just comment and put your comments, and I'll get back to you. No entry fee, and first and second place win a prize.
Yeah, boys and girls. So jump. That's for NFL fantasy
Yeah.
football. It's gonna start. Like I said, there's no entry fee. The teams are maxed at 12 teams.
Yeah, 12 teams.
And so the draft will be held tomorrow night, and so that's going to be on Tuesday, tomorrow night on August 26th. And so we have 4 spots left. They might already be filled up, so they're filling up. But if comment below, we'll send you a link if there's still availability. No entry fee, and we will be giving some juicy prizes for first and second place. So look forward to that, to starting that up this year. And anything else, Big Ree, before we get into the picks, what everybody's here for?
Let's get into the picks.
All right. Here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. All right, game one. And this is these games start on August 30th. The games that I'm gonna on Saturday, but the college football season, there is official week one does start on Thursday, the 28th. So there's a whole slate of games on the Thursday the 28th and Friday the 29th. But game one, we got Old Dominion at Indiana. Indiana is a 23-point favorite here. Old Dominion coming off a 5-7 season. They ended the season 4-4. 6 of their 7 losses, Big Ree, by 8 points or less. Their worst loss on the season, 37-17 to Virginia Tech. They are returning starting quarterback Colton Joseph, and he has put up at least 20 points in all 7 of his starts last year, so they are putting up some points. Then we got number 20 Indiana, 11-1, coming off an 11-2 season last year. They lost 27-17 to Notre Dame in the first round of the college football playoffs. They lost starting quarterback Rourke to the NFL, drafted by the San Francisco 49ers in the 7th round. Also lost their top running back Ellison. And here's my thoughts here. Indiana, as we were talking about earlier, weak schedule last year. Won a lot of close games. I think a lot of the teams are going to scheme better against them this year. They're not going to be able to kind of just, basically just pull off what they did last year. And I just don't see them winning by more than 17 here. Obviously, Old Dominion is not a great team, but I think Indiana's overhyped. They're going to get too much recognition based on just going to the playoffs last year. People are going to pound Indiana. I'm going the other way. I'm taking Old Dominion plus 23. All right, game 2. We got Marshall at number 5, Georgia. Georgia is the 39.5-point favorite. We got Marshall 10-3, coming off a 10-3 season last year. They ended the season 9-1, Big Ree. But a lot of changes here for this Marshall team. They lost their coach, they lost their quarterback, and they lost their top running back. You know, their big game against Ohio State last year, they lost 49-14. And then a lot of big changes. We got number 5, Georgia, who was 11-3 last year. They're coming off a 23-10 loss to Notre Dame in the college football quarterfinals. Obviously, big news in that game when they lost, starting QB Carson Beck. And they had to start the quarterback Stockton. Beck now is transferred to Miami. He's the starting QB over there. And my thoughts here is, look, Georgia, after winning the national championship in 2022 with the win over TCU, didn't make the playoffs in 23. Then in 24, obviously lost to Notre Dame. And I think they're going to come back for revenge. I think they've stockpiled some talent here. I think Stockton was serviceable in that game. And I think now with like a full offseason, I think he's gonna do a much better job. I don't think it's really a drop off of Beck. I wasn't a huge fan of that guy. And I like them to win here. I think they win either 48-7, maybe 52-7. So I like them to cover the 39.5 here. I'm taking Georgia minus 39.5. All right, game 3. We got Northwestern at Tulane. Tulane is a 6-point favorite, boys and girls. Northwestern coming off a 4-8 season. They ended the season 2-7. 7 of their 8 losses were by double digits. They had a nice season in 2023 where believe they went 8-5. But look, I'm not buying them. I think a lot of those were some close wins. They obviously regressed last year to 4-8. I'm definitely not buying their coach, Braun. This guy honestly should not be a D1 coach. This guy's a coordinator, maybe a linebackers coach, but he should not be a D1 head coach. And then, Northwestern is just not going to attract the type of talent as a big name school is. And then we got Tulane. They're coming off a 9-5 season. They ended 7-3. At one point, they ran off 7 straight wins, but they ended with 3 straight losses. They lost their top quarterback, Darren Mensah, starting QB. They lost their running back, Hughes. That guy's legit. He went to Oregon, and then they lost their receiver, Mario Williams. I believe he got drafted to the Rams, if I'm not mistaken. But the big thing is their coach, Joe Summerall. That guy's a stud. He came from Troy. I believe he was 23-4, maybe 23-5 at Troy. So that guy was really good at Troy. And I think he led them to 9-5 in year 1. And I think they're going to improve in year 2. And this is my lock of the week. They're at home. I really like Tulane here. I'm taking Tulane -6. Lock of the week. All right, Big Reed, let's go.
The first game I got is a Thursday night game. We got Nebraska at Cincinnati. Nebraska is opening up at a 6.5-point favorite. This is going to be a really good game. We got QB Brendan Soborski, Indiana transfer. He's a solid quarterback for Nebraska. You got some solid returning players, but I just think Nebraska has struggled, especially on the road. And I think they have their QB coming in. He's a freshman. He's talented, but it's going to be his first game, and it's going to be on the road. They got their wide receiver also coming in as a transfer from Cal, Nazia Hunter. And I think that the quarterback's going to have a tough time. And I think I would recommend buying half the point. But I think it's hard on some apps because college, I don't know if they let you buy the half point. But if you can, we're going to take Cincinnati +7. It's in Cincinnati. The next game I got is a Friday night game because I know everyone's going to be watching Friday Night Lights.
Oh, yeah.
Auburn at Baylor. And, with Auburn, they're opening up at a 1.5-point favorite. Everyone's going to love them here because they're SEC and everything. But they still have their unsettled QB situation. And they might go three different quarterbacks in at one time. So I don't know what's going on there. And then we got Baylor, who has a solid QB coming back, seasoned quarterback, Solar Robertson. And I think this is going to be a really good. I think Auburn's gonna lose here easily. Everyone's just gonna get suckered in, and I'm taking Baylor plus 1.5. That's my lock of the week. And now the last game I got is probably it's for sure the game of the week, if not the game of the year. Texas at Ohio State. Obviously, everyone's gonna be on Texas here. They're the #1 team. The Arch Manning or Ark Manning, however you pronounce his name. He's talented, good for him. And you got to understand, I believe this is his first game starting, correct?
I think he had 1 game starting last year.
Okay, and then it's just Ohio State is the defending champs, and you got Jeremiah Smith there, and a lot of good stuff happening there. And I love Ohio State minus 2.5. That's like my second best bet for sure. And I think Ohio State wins pretty easily. So I got you a Thursday game, a Friday game, and the first Saturday game, the first early morning. So we're taking Ohio State minus 2.5.
And now wait, Big Ree. College football is back, and we're starting off with a bang. Texas and Ohio State on Saturday, and cannot wait. Anything else before we sign off, Big Ree?
No, that's pretty much it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Peace out.